Breaking news this morning on the Indianapolis mayoral campaign. Reverend Charles Harrison announcing that he is not running. The pastor and board leader for Indy 10-Point Coalition says he can better serve the city in other ways right now. RTV 6's Julie Persley met with the Reverend and joins us now live with the latest on his decision. Julie.
Well, Mark, Reverend Harrison says he appreciates all of the encouragement that he got from supporters who wanted him to run for mayor. But he says after hours of discussion and thoughtful prayer, this is not the path that he should be on at this point in his life. Reverend Harrison spoke with us this morning. He said there are two important factors that help weigh in on this decision to not run for the Indianapolis mayor's seat. Those are his family and his church. Reverend Harrison is a senior pastor at Barnes United Methodist Church. He said he had long discussions with church leaders who told him they felt they needed him to continue to meet the needs of the congregation and the inner city families that they work with. As for his own family, Reverend Harrison and his wife have two grown children and two children that are ages 8 and 9.
It's difficult for me to preach to other people about being responsible parents and playing an important part of their children's life, particularly at that age, and then me pursue a career being the mayor and not able to spend quality time with my kids.
Reverend Harrison is best known for his effort in crime prevention through the 10-Point Coalition here in Indianapolis. Supporters had filed more than enough signatures to put him on the ballot to run as an independent for the mayor's race. Now, Harrison says he is calling on Democratic nominee Joe Hogsett and Republican Chuck Brewer to address major issues facing people here in Indianapolis. He said specifically crime prevention and helping create more jobs for the inner city core. He says he hopes they will do that as their candidacies continue. Now, as for his future, I asked, would you run for political office in the future? He said possibility that, it's a possibility he and his wife have been discussing. And I also asked if the fact that Democrat Joe Hogsett had so much money in his coffers for this campaign affected his decision. He said no, because he really believes if he decided to run that he would have won. Reporting live downtown, Julie Persley, RTV 6.
All right, and speaking of those contenders, Julie, in response to the news, Republican mayoral candidate Chuck Brewer responded saying, quote, "I have incredible respect for Reverend Charles Harrison, and he would have been a great competitor. I hope to sit down with Reverend Harrison soon to discuss his ideas for our city to ensure that his important voice is still included in the debate. Additionally, I call on Joe Hogsett to join me in pledging continued support for the 10-Point Coalition and their valuable work in our city for years to come," end quote. And this statement from Democrat Joe Hogsett: "My friend Charles Harrison is deeply invested in this city and has dedicated his life to promoting peace in our streets." He goes on to say, "I am confident that Reverend Harrison will continue to play an important role in discussions as to how we can make Indianapolis a safer, stronger city for all," end quote.